You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.
In a world where comic books have taken over the mainstream, where the geeks inherited the earth, where the nerds have taken over the turf. Nerds! From the TV screens and movie scenes. From collecting your favorite pop toys.
They're figurines!
Where cosplay is your freedom of expression. Where cartoons and animes are your absolute obsession.
If you're looking for a podcast that shares that connection, you can find this and more in the Comic Section.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new edition of the Comic Section Podcast, issue number 286, special Ringside Edition. We have Sean and Melissa Connell back joining us, and this is your, debut video-wise.
Yeah.
Because we are officially on YouTube, so big ups to that, so people get to see the wrestling experts. I'm super excited because I've had people ask, like, okay, we need to see Sean and Melissa, because I have like a few friends of the show. They're wrestling diehard fans too, but I always tell them, like, hey, there's levels, okay? Like, because y'all two are like, this is who I go to, ladies and gentlemen. Like, hey, when it comes to this,
the walking encyclopedia.
Yeah. So
she's still amazed at how much I bring up, like just maybe useless knowledge in wrestling, but she's like, I'll just bring a random facts. Like, yep, it happened this day, this pay-per-view. Sometimes she's like, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, obviously there was like a big PLE. I'm trying to get better at that. PLE. Right, because I'm so used to the pay-per-view and everything for the longest time. But it was a big event. Money in the Bank just happened.
Yep.
And again, I'm gonna rely on y'all to kind of like, for the audience out there who are wrestling fans who may not be, in tune as much as y'all when it comes to like, maybe storylines is coming up in the mix. Could this faction break up, or could there be a new champion in the works? Who knows? But before we get started with everything, how y'all been though? How's life?
Been good, yeah.
Working hard.
Yeah.
No, I get you. And we were just talking off mic about like this heat wave that we've been having.
God.
Insane. It's so warm.
Make sure y'all have your ACs functioning properly.
Right.
It's ridiculous. And like, know the signs of heat stroke versus like heat exhaustion, drink. If you sweat a lot, have like, not only just drink water, but get your electrolytes as well.
Check that UV index every day with the weather reports.
Yeah.
Especially if you're pale as fuck like me.
And it's so crazy because I constantly get alerts with what is it, like heat advisory?
Heat advisory,
like,
yes.
Oh man, it could be like 90 and it feels like 110 or something. They will be saying it's like, what's going on?
You think it's like Arizona, but no, there's dry heat over there.
Right.
We have humidity.
Yeah.
So
And
like
also like check your medicine, because some medications, like if you're on them, will make you more susceptible to heat stroke, especially a lot of the ones for mental health issues. So check your meds.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of people don't realize that too, because Lord knows, man, with this heat, and then like you were saying with the heat exhaustion, I felt like I kind of had something happen to me not too long ago. I was at work and I woke up and I just had like a random body ache, but it was kind of like mild. I'm like, I can handle it. But my other job, I work in the warehouse area.
Oh,
so
your knees and
oh my God,
Well,
it just got worse.
it's your joints, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just like, and I drink tons of water. I keep water jugs with me.
You got to make sure you have the electrolytes as well, because if you drink too much water, you can get water poisoning.
And I think that might have been the case because like my condition just got worse throughout the day. And I'm like, when I get home, I'm just going to pass out, take ibuprofen, knock out and stuff. Woke up the next day. Oh, it was worse. It was.
So she started drinking Propel.
Okay. I heard Propel was pretty good.
So it's zero sugar. It's made by Gatorade. I have little packets at work now. And
gotcha. It's the packets. That's what I need to get, man. Got to stop by the convenience store or pharmacy and just grab a few of those. But other than that, though, hopefully this heat will die down soon. But I mean,
lips to God.
It's South Carolina.
South Carolina. So what can you do?
It'll die down in December.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed on that. But hey, we are here for the pro wrestling news that the pro wrestling fans of the show definitely are, ears glued to this episode, because I've been kind of hyping it up for a few of some followers already. So Money in the Bank happened.
Yep.
Yes. And for those that don't know, Money in the Bank, it's a ladder match where you have to climb the ladder and grab a briefcase that's hanging from like the ceiling before your other competitors do. There's usually 6 people in it. And whoever gets that briefcase gets a title shot of their choice anytime, any place, anywhere. Literally could like beat your opponent down with the briefcase and then cash it in, right?
Yeah.
Within 1 year.
Within 1 year, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you got to cash it in within that time. You can't just hold on to it.
No.
Gotcha.
And so a lot of people, like Drew McIntyre cashed it in night of. Damian Priest waited almost a year.
Yeah. Now, okay, so with this event, there was it was like a lot on the line, right? Or
it was for the event itself, yes.
Okay.
Because not just the ladder matches.
Gotcha.
But yet, granted, the name of the show is called Money in the Bank, and the main focus is ladder matches. But like you said, you mentioned storylines. Matter.
Yeah. Right.
And this year, WWE has been on fire. This year, it's been their best year. I think we know why. Who's running the show?
The evil has been defeated.
With Triple H running the show, man, he's almost can't be stopped.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's a great point because I've been, when I'm able to tune in from time to time, that's all I would be seeing, like on the timelines and the comments, like, oh, thank God, like Triple H is here because.
And is he perfect? No, because nobody is. But God, he's so much better.
Yeah.
So because I remember this in his one of his early documentaries, he's taking the wrestler mindset to the office instead of office to the wrestling.
Okay.
So he knows what it takes to be in the ring, what the bumps and bruises, stories and everything.
Okay. Yeah.
He knows what the fans want to see.
Right.
Because
he's done it. So he's
done it, been there, done that.
Gotcha.
And he's limited the amount of matches on each PLE, which gives the wrestlers more time to create a story within the match.
Gotcha.
And that helps it grow.
Right. And that's a perfect segue because when I looked at the matches, it was like 5 matches, right? That was it. Like I'm so used to like, the old ways, like you're referring, like sometimes be like 10, 12 matches, like, oh man, but this one was just 5.
Yeah.
But within that 5, a lot of things happen that can kind of like, I guess a lot of big events is coming. I know you got the SummerSlam shirt on, so is this
coming up?
Is this kind of like a precursor to that? Okay.
So like the World Heavyweight title match, it was Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Seth's first match since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Came back from knee injury and hope his back's been healed. I don't know what it is, but
probably not because it's Seth freaking Rollins and he doesn't know how to take a break unless it's like absolutely forced to.
Sure. But but the interesting part was they had a gentleman's agreement. If Seth won, Damian had to leave Judgment Day.
Okay.
Seth lost, he can no longer challenge Damian as long as Damian is the champion. So,
man, okay.
Great match.
Yeah.
Great match back and forth. A little bit of a botch towards the end. So, if you read, the ref...
I did read about that.
It wasn't really necessarily an intentional botch, it was a miscue.
Okay.
Damian's supposed to be supposedly kicked out.
Yeah, so either Damian forgot to kick out, he might have like had like a stinger or something, had a little woozy.
Yeah.
Didn't realize we were in the count, or production forgot to cue the music.
Okay.
This is Drew's music.
Drew came in.
He was cashing in.
Gotcha.
And so it wasn't like a normal match where like if you just have like wrestler A versus wrestler B and there's a miscue and something like that, the ref can count to 3. It's fine. But this, like, it was a title match. There was so much on the line.
Yeah.
And then Drew's music hit.
I mean, and he cashed it in, made a triple threat.
Now, that was my question. I didn't know that because I've seen the Money in the Bank cash-ins before. I've never seen it. And of course, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the first time, like, during a match, someone just comes in and it's like,
no,
it's not.
Seth did
Okay. Oh, okay. Because I've always been used to seeing, okay, we're going to let the match play out, and whoever wins, obviously they're exhausted, they're tired out, like, oh, and then the music hits, and they're like, I'm ready right now, let's go.
So
and then
the storyline, you make a storyline aspect of Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
The heels would wait until the wrestlers are incapacitated.
Okay.
Not 100%, so it's an easy win, per se.
Right.
So in this case, Drew cashed it in, made triple threat, yada, yada, yada. And, kicking Damian's ass, whatever. And then, I know she loves Damian Priest.
Okay.
All right. New York, it's his voice is what it is.
He is a New Yorker. It's his voice. He basically is bisexual Undertaker.
I've heard that trend so much with him, and I'm like,
so
I didn't know where that came
So we add in the story aspect is Drew's going to probably win the World Heavyweight title, yada. Then lo and behold, The voice of the voiceless shows up. CM Punk.
Oh yeah, your favorite.
Ant's favorite.
Ant's favorite.
Sorry, Ant. Sorry, Ant.
I feel like Ant is about to like disown me as a friend.
But hold up. Wait a second.
I've been enjoying CM Punk's latest thing. Yeah.
And she's got a point.
Okay.
He's been behaving.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't he hasn't
So
talked shit.
All right.
Outside the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's obviously he's creating chaos as a wrestler, but like
Yeah,
that's part of the job.
right.
It's the most invested I've been in Drew McIntyre.
Oh, okay.
Because of CM Punk.
Gotcha.
So CM
I
Punk.
hate to admit it. I really hate to admit it.
I know. I can tell by the look of your face. It's like, ooh.
She hates to admit it. So CM Punk basically screws Drew out of a third chance of the world title.
That's crazy.
Because what happened at WrestleMania, if you remember, Drew won the title.
Yeah, I remember.
Held the title for 5 minutes, and
Yep.
instead of like celebrating, he went to go gloat to CM Punk.
Right.
You then fucked him up, and then Damian came out, cashed in, and won the title.
Yeah.
And then he had Clash at the Castle. Mm-hmm. You know, Drew had a shot in his home country.
Right.
Referee shenanigans happen.
Of course.
Here comes the referee, 1, 2, and it's CM Punk in a referee shirt. and basically he was doing this.
Yeah.
It's basically the fuck you and British.
So like instead of like doing this, they do this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you did a piece on like that, and it's fuck you.
Oh, that's even. Ooh, no, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
because I did see
In front of the home crowd, in front of.
Oh man, they wanted to riot.
Oh my God.
And I did see the aftermath of the Money in the Bank where Drew was just going after like the after show where they're kind of wrapping up stuff.
That was
great.
And I'm like, whoa.
You're seeing it as like you're more invested.
Yeah.
And that's what Triple H and the writing crew now is trying to do.
So it's just like long form, like we're going to stretch this out.
Yeah, they're gonna stretch out to SummerSlam, which I think you mentioned this. I mentioned this too. Is Drew and Punk got to be an unsanctioned match or some kind of no holds barred.
Okay,
Yeah,
let him fight.
It cannot be a wrestling
Let him
match.
fight.
It needs to. They
Like
need a
street
scrap.
fight,
They need a
Street fight, something. Let him beat the crap out of each other, and they're showing blood now on TV.
Oh, okay.
Well, so we have also like in
Again.
What is it in October?
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
I did see that.
And if you look at the graphic for it, it kind of looks like a cage.
Ooh.
I noticed.
Yeah, so instead of doing, because I don't think they're doing Hell in a Cell anymore as like an actual pay-per-view.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Which is ironic because there's so many like storylines that currently happen that I would love to see in a cell.
Yeah.
But I think now because now they bring it back Hell in a Cells and other pay-per-views, hence WrestleMania 39, they had Hell in a Cell Edge and Finn Balor. You know, a Hell in a Cell match.
Okay. Okay.
So, and Bad Blood was the event where Hell in a Cell debuted in 1997.
And I remember that. And that's why I'm like, Bad Blood, I've heard. I'm like, yeah, of course, because with Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, right? No?
Still one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah.
99 was the one, right? The Taker and Man.
98. June 98, King of the Ring.
Oh, man.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Igloo.
The Igloo. Oh.
That's why I call him the encyclopedia.
No, you got you right there. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
There you go.
I might be like the professor, but he's the encyclopedia.
I got it. That's why y'all make the perfect team, man. Perfect team. Okay.
Tag team partners for life.
There we go. All right. Well, so
one thing I love about Damian's storyline is that you can tell Damian wants to be a fighting champion.
Right.
And he wants to win on his own accord. He has yet to do that.
So that's just the monkey on his back. Like,
yeah.
Every time I win, it's always some type of
happens.
Either Judgment Day involvement, Punk getting involved, something.
Well, that's admirable of him. I'm like, hold up, man. I really want to do.
And he's supposed to be the heel, but
he's a tweener, right?
He's a tweener. So and Rhea Ripley, same thing.
So I think they're gonna split from the Judgment Day, and then we'll have Finn and
Dom and JD and Carlito.
That's the big prediction right there. It's like
something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Dom's going to be sitting in timeout.
More than that.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll get to that.
I know. I've been hearing about your boy Dom. I've been seeing it.
But anyway, And the thing is, on Raw the next night, Seth and Damian had a backstage talk, and Seth acknowledged, "Hey, you won. I'm keeping my word.
Right.
I'm not going to challenge you." And Damian's like, "It can't go like this. Waive the agreement. Do you want a shot after I'm done with Gunther?" Because Damian's got Gunther at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Gunther won King of the Ring.
Right.
So Damian said, "I keep the title."
So basically, Seth's not getting his shot.
Yeah.
Gunther's going to win. I'd be
Think
shocked
Gunther?
if
You think
Gunther
so?
does not win.
Okay.
Okay.
But hypothetically,
When was the last time Gunther's been pinned?
WrestleMania.
Oh, you're right, Sami Zayn. But before that,
So he's held it for
A while.
a long time. Like, okay.
That streak of
I see. Okay, so you're thinking, all right. So this is probably going to be the end of Damian's run.
Probably.
And we're going to get to
Unfortunately.
yeah.
You never know, though.
as much as I love
This business is very unpredictable.
El Campeon.
Right.
Campeon.
Yeah.
But this business is unpredictable, so you never know what's going to happen.
Gotcha.
Surprises galore, and so far now, I mean, God.
Nah, man, this is that's the thing, man. Just like seeing that, especially the World Heavyweight Championship was like one of the biggest talking points. But I did see a lot of people talk about the Bron Breakker.
Breakker, yep.
And Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah. And I'm guessing like so Bron Breakker, he's like the new like the fresh blood. Like, hey, I'm like the new superstar that's on the come up. And
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He made his mark in NXT. You know, NXT Tag Team Champion, 2-time NXT Champion.
Yeah.
No badass, basically.
Yeah.
That dude can run the ropes.
Man, and he a Steiner, right? Like that's is it Rick? Is Rick's his dad or Scott?
Unfortunately, Rick's his dad.
Rick, and that's the stash, the
dog face
gremlin. Yep.
He's the one that's transphobic as fuck.
Yeah, and I heard, and I did hear that, and I heard some of the stuff he said. You know, kind of on a little racist kind of side. You know what I mean? And
That's why, like, just like Bronson Rex Steiner. That's his real name.
Yeah,
Bron Breakker. He's carved his own path. That's why he's not using the Steiner name.
I get you. Yeah.
So he's making.
Well, it's also very rare that they use their real name.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, because when he came out, I was like, man, I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I could see it because I mean,
I thought it was Scott's son for a minute.
That's what
he looks more like Scott.
Yeah, because like even his move set is more.
He does
more
a Frankensteiner.
Yeah, the Frankensteiner. And I'm like,
but he runs ropes like they say that he clocked it at 23 miles an hour, ropes to ropes.
Yeah,
I'm like.
Yeah.
And like Braun Strowman runs fast for his size, but Jesus.
Yeah. Man, okay. So do you and obviously with Sami won, but I mean, do you feel like that match kind of like showed more light to Braun, like, oh, this is the real deal? Like, yeah, he might have lost, but he kind of won because people are seeing him.
I've been sold on Braun since NXT.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay. Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
I mean, the name is kind of cheesy, but not it grows on you.
I got you.
And then he did something on Raw the next night.
He speared the crap out of Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and then he got fined.
I don't care about your fines.
Okay.
And then him and Ilya Dragunov had a match.
Gotcha. So do you think now with the storyline, you feel like him and Sami they're eventually gonna
they're gonna have a rematch.
They're gonna have a rematch, and you think it might go the other way this time? I mean,
I think so. If I would book it, I'd put it at SummerSlam. That kind of title, SummerSlam, it's got its history with the title.
Right.
Braun, I put Braun over him, have him win it.
Okay.
Okay. I think he needs a singles run. He needs a singles title run again.
Yeah, and I don't think he's ready for like the main title. So
Not
the
yet.
mid card would be great.
Just kind of like build him up some more.
Build him up.
Okay. All right. And also like with building up the women's Money in the Bank.
Can I just talk about how much I fucking love Chelsea Green?
There we go. Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
that
can we
women's
just
match
start?
outshined the men's match.
They've been outshot, like, because the last time y'all were on, it was WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how amazing the women's matches was at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah,
so it's kind of
wrestling.
Yeah. So
I'm very happy about that.
that's what I'm saying. It's like they just been on an upward trajectory for the longest time. So
So I wanted either one of two people to win.
Okay.
Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton.
Okay. All right.
Chelsea Green, because I love Chelsea. Chelsea, I think, leans into the absurd records.
Okay.
So like she holds the record for the fastest elimination, like being eliminated in the women's Royal Rumble. So like, she's like, I'm a record holder, and like her husband Matt Cardona is like, like my wife set this record.
Right.
So like the women have never failed to cash in their Money in the Bank contract. Chelsea would have been the perfect person to fail.
Okay.
Give her another record.
Yeah.
A funny record like that. And she not only like understands comedy, but she is so good and like as a wrestler too. But it was just funny because like she's in the middle of the ring trying to jump up to grab because she's afraid of heights.
Oh,
she didn't climb the ladder.
didn't want to get on the ladder.
Even though she did an interview on top of CN Tower in Toronto.
Yeah.
Harnessed up, by the way.
But
Anyway, she's trying to
jumping up or like trying to knock it down with the ladder, and then she took one of the big bumps of the night off
through two tables.
So the ladders were in the ring. She got pushed off the ladder, off the ring onto the tables that were on the floor.
And she took it spot on,
Chelsea
perfect.
Knows how to bump. Chelsea knows how to bump.
Yeah, she knows how to like take those kind of hardcore bumps because she's been around her husband in his death matches.
But let's not discount that before they even like were engaged, Chelsea was doing Lucha Underground and like doing hardcore matches.
She's already familiar.
She knows it.
Yeah.
Let's put some respect on Chelsea Green.
I agree. No, not discounting it.
Oh yeah.
As much as I let you know, I'm a Matt Cardona stan, but like we're gonna put some respect on Chelsea's name.
So she was the MVP of that match, I think.
Okay, all right.
And Tiffany Stratton won Money in the Bank. Tiffy in the Bank.
It's Tiffy time.
Yeah.
It's Tiffy time.
I cannot wait to see that made over briefcase. I swear.
Cannot wait.
It's gonna be Barbie pink probably.
Now I ain't gonna lie, man, because I've been seeing she has like the most amazing form of like moonsault. Like,
and she should be a gymnast. So.
So she calls it the prettiest moonsault ever, which is very apt because it is fucking gorgeous.
No, it is. Yeah. It is. So
and there are people. If you look at how it's done. There's a wrestler by the name of the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, he calls it the BME best moonsault ever. Same, pop up and everything.
Right.
But being Tiffany Stratton called the prettiest moonsault ever.
Yeah.
So it's not like he trademarked the maneuver.
Right.
It's a common move, the moonsault.
Yeah.
There's different variations.
Nah, for sure. And
so all the wrestling stands out there, fuck off.
No, for real. Cause I've seen some cool moonsaults, but like with hers though, like it makes sense. Like she was in gymnastics because the form looks like a 10 every time.
Like the precision, the hand-eye coordination.
Exactly.
Balance. Balance.
Yeah, 100%. Because I've never seen so far anyway, like any type of slips, or if she did slip, I mean, she catches
it and she'll play it off.
Gotcha.
The only time I think I've seen it that it wasn't like perfection was in Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
And she was on the fucking top of an elimination pod, so yeah, it's not going to be perfect.
Oh yeah. You're kind of constricted with everything.
Like it was gritty the way it should have been gritty.
Right. Awesome. So
she's on that rise.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, because since she's won, which title do you think she's going to go after?
Well, she's going. I think that's a good question, honestly, because easy choice would be Bayley, but Bayley's got Nia Jax at SummerSlam because Nia's Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
Tiffy and Nia are best friends in real life and then in storyline as well. So I would love Nia to win and then Tiffy go after Nia.
Ooh.
Because Liv is the other champion and she's going to have a thing with Rhea.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to the custody of Dominic on a ladder.
Oh yeah, we got him. Hey, Dominic, man, you are, man, he is out here, man. Hot boy summer.
He's in hot water.
That's for sure. Okay, so Tiffany, another young wrestler on the rise, being a champion very, very soon.
And what I like about this current era is how the NXT call-outs are being used properly.
Yeah.
Gotcha, Tiffany, you got Lyra Valkyria, who's
who also did amazing in that match.
Yeah.
And then like I said, Ilya Dragunov came up, Bron Breakker,
So it's like it's a proper usage system, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's now it is.
Gotcha.
Like other call-ups, when I say how Tyler Breeze got called up, he was at first being against Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth, and it was just that's it. It was nothing.
Yeah,
he wasn't used well until he did the Brizanga.
I think there was also some jealousy from to his son-in-law Triple H.
Okay,
people were constantly talking about how NXT was the better product.
Right,
and it was
and then
most of the time.
Triple H had a heart attack or had his heart issue.
Yeah,
and Vince took over, and the product
kind of just faltered.
That's when they did NXT 2.0 BS.
I got you.
And then thankfully Shawn Michaels is now running it.
Right.
And, him and Triple H are in sync, mind sinks.
Yeah.
So
Awesome, man. Well, that's good. That's good to hear because when you have like a program like that just to help groom new stars, because I mean the older stars can't be around for too much longer. I mean we're going to be talking about one in a little bit. One person that announced their retirement, and but it's good to see that like they actually have a program where like, okay, young person coming up, and they have a chance to continue to move up in the roster and all of that good stuff. And not only
are they bringing in like indie stars, like stars from TNA, but they're also they have the whole next in line thing where they're bringing in college athletes.
Yeah, I've heard about that. So they're WWE is legitimately just going to
like scouting everywhere.
Yeah. And like there's always been like a football to professional wrestling pipeline, basically.
Yeah.
But this, we're pulling in like gymnasts, we're pulling in volleyball stars, we're pulling in track and field, like so many different athletes.
Yeah,
surfers.
That makes sense.
Well, I don't think Soul was from Next in Line.
Oh, whichever.
Yeah,
but her surfing,
her background and her flexibility, like NXT, like we got. Ladies like Izzy Dame, who's a volleyball player.
Kalani
Jordan was a gymnast.
Okay.
Full ride to Michigan State.
Oh wow!
And then she goes from there to NXT. She's now the first women's North American champion.
That is fire.
Lash Legend was in the WNBA.
Oh, and you know what? So that's so cool to hear because is it more publicized to where they know where to go? Because I just remember like you wouldn't know unless you knew.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
that's why it was mostly indie guys on the indie scene or TNA or something like that were coming over ROH. So yeah, I know NXT, got friends there or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but now with the Next in Line program, collegiate athletes, if they want to venture off somewhere else, there's another avenue.
That's perfect, yo. Because it's like it's so hard to get into that professional athlete stage. It's like what half a percent is able to get to that point. So now that they have options, that's awesome. And that's great to hear because I would see things and I would see certain athletes. I'm like, oh man, this person could be like a pro wrestler. They got the look, and like, oh, they would be amazing. But how would they get in there? So that's awesome. So like, is this information kind of public? So let's say we have people listening and watching.
So if you look at WWE's Performance Center website, they'll have a whole little like thing on Next in Line, and you can look at all of the athletes and whatnot.
So NIL.
Perfect.
Yeah. So. And it started after like the NCAA started letting the
athletes get compensated and everything. Gotcha. Okay. Well, obviously, we got to talk about the another faction that I guess the new form 2.0 faction, but you get the ones up, or maybe the twos.
They're doing this now apparently.
Oh, okay.
But we know
I'm on Team Roman.
You're on Team Roman? All right. Okay.
Look, the freaking pop Roman Reigns is gonna get.
Oh
he
my
comes
God.
back.
Yeah. Come on now.
Consider what Solo's been doing now.
Man, I watched a little bit because
Solo put the wise man through the table.
Yeah,
Roman's got to come back and avenge him.
Paul Heyman, 58 years old, taking that table bump.
Come on, man, legend.
So, and I don't know if you saw the image, his eyes and stubble.
Dangerously, like, of course he's gonna take it. It's fucking Paul.
Yeah, but
Heyman.
when's the last time he took a bump?
It's Paul Heyman. Dude's gonna be like 90 in a wheelchair and still trying to take bumps. It's Paul Heyman.
I love it.
But his image, his eyes were red and stubbly.
Yeah.
He purposely stayed up for 24 hours before SmackDown, to get that look.
So, yeah.
So
did he say that?
I don't think he said it. Someone reported it. I mean, you can't unless it's real good makeup.
Look, but I mean, there's stuff you could put in your eyes to make.
Well, either way, he's.
Well, just because if you're going to take a table spot like that, you probably shouldn't be up for 24 hours.
True.
He probably had a good sleep after that, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
What? I'm going to chill here for a little.
So the 6-man match at Money in the Bank.
Right.
So you had Solo and Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, the newest member, the Samoan werewolf.
Yeah.
Big staple in MLW, Major League Wrestling. He was their heavyweight champion. He's a character.
Yeah.
So I'll say funny, but during their entrance, Corey's like, Triple H had to pull some strings to get him across the border because he's been arrested for robbery.
I did, and you know what? I did a little bit of research on him because I knew y'all would fill everything else in, but yeah, like I seen some of his highlights and and like even his interviews, man, he's such a charismatic person. And I just feel like, man, this dude is amazing. Like, I'm like, is WWE really gonna, well, hopefully, you know, they handle his character right, because I'm like, all the stuff I've seen, I'm like, yo, this dude could be the next main guy.
So he was signed already for a few months already.
Okay.
So just because, you know, they may sign him certain days doesn't mean they'll put him on right away.
Okay.
They got to wait for that right time, and they waited. Yeah. Chicago was a good city.
Especially if you remember the Samoan dynasty. Like, there's got to be.
Yeah, man, that dynasty is so many.
So that is Rikishi's nephew, by the way. So anyone would know.
Yeah. And you know what's funny too? Because I've been listening to or watching Rikishi's podcast. Because Rikishi got a podcast, Undertaker's podcast as well.
I need to watch that one, by the way.
Oh, which the Undertaker?
Undertaker one, yeah. 6 feet under.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. I'm still trying to adjust hearing the Mark talk.
Yeah.
Like, it's so regular.
It's weird.
But he had, not to get too far off track, but he had one recently with The Godfather.
Oh, God.
And it's 2 hours of entertainment. So many stories that I'm like, what? Y'all went this crazy? And it's amazing. But yeah, so with Rikishi, he was basically talking about, like, you know, obviously his family and the Samoan dynasty, like you're referring to. And it's like the cousins, his sons. And
well, because he has the Usos and Solo are his sons, and he has a fourth son who's training.
Yeah, yep.
Isn't Umaga's kid training?
Umaga's kid, Zilla Fatu, is on the Indies right now.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a couple more.
It's so many more. Lance on Hawaii.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we must pay respects to the passing of Sika. Half of the Wild Samoans.
Yeah.
And like,
dad.
I feel bad for Solo, for Tama Tonga, for Tonga.
Jay.
Loa, for Jey, for Naya, because this is all a person that's a member of their family, and they were out there performing instead of being at the funeral.
Yeah, that's always tough.
But like Jey had said, like, oh no, my family, like, he would have wanted me to perform.
The show must go on, kind of thing.
Yeah. And you know what? No lie, I could kind of, because like you were saying, the dynasty is so big and vast. I could kind of see that. But
also,
with
also side note, because wrestling fans are going to be assholes.
Yeah,
of course. No surprise.
Rikishi has like flat out said and posted that like to stop sharing the videos of Sika's fucking funeral, y'all.
Yo, how is that getting leaked?
So like
people hacking their
no. It's because there are younger members of the family, like maybe still in their teens.
Who
are posting it and don't have their shit completely locked down.
Good point.
And fans will take it and screen record it and then
just put it out everywhere.
Like I'll be scrolling through TikTok and then I just see like Roman carrying his dad's casket and I'm like, y'all,
I didn't see that.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Only part I saw was Roman's eulogy.
Okay.
Because Zilla recorded or something like that. But the only part I saw, I was like, okay.
But it's like, y'all.
But I didn't see that part. That's
be
disgusting.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Stop being
especially
fucking
for a funeral.
Assholes. Yeah.
And unfortunately, we live in a time where it's just everybody's got to record something.
Everything's everywhere.
It's like, yo, can you it's. Yeah, that's always tough. That definitely.
Like, I know you want hits and everything, but find a way. Find a different way.
Yeah.
We can put our cell phones down. Like I went to with my friend Allie. We went to a Bonnie Raitt concert what was it, like
May?
Was it back in May?
Yes, 2 months ago.
And so she didn't let cell phones be out, and like if you snuck your cell phone out in the middle of the performance, an usher would tell you to put it away.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, she posed for a photo, but it was really awesome sitting there and like,
just being there, the experience,
and experiencing the music and having like such a good time with my friend, and not having to like see all of these cell phones in front of me.
And you know what? I think honestly though, I feel like our generation is kind of like we're the dinosaurs now. It's kind of like because we remember what it was like. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was like 18, 17. So it's kind of like
I was in high school.
So I was in Navy actually when I got my first one.
Got a Nokia brick.
Exactly, right? With the little snake game and stuff. So like we can put the phones down. I just feel like with this generation now, man, I'm like I've seen like family members and young kids. You take their phone away. Oh, it's so
the thing is like when I first got my first iPhone I wanted to load that thing up with games and games galore.
Yeah.
Now I'm 41. I got 3 games I play. That's it.
And
most of them using internet or Facebook.
Yeah.
Probably use social media as it is, but still.
Yeah.
But I know when to put it down.
I feel you. But like you were referring to with Roman, coming back. So because he's been gone, and I saw the clips of Solo saying like, "Yo, Roman's not coming back. I'm the new tribal chief." Right?
Roman's gonna come back. Usos are gonna be on his side. I don't know who else is gonna run it out.
And I pitched my ideas in my head and everything. So. So it looks like they're going to have Solo versus Cody for the title. What it looks like.
Okay.
Roman's going to appear, or Jimmy will come back first.
All right.
To get his pop. Because if you bring Roman out, then Jimmy, it might not go so well.
I got you. Gotta warm it up.
Warm up.
Okay.
Bring Jimmy back. I always thought, since Solo's been using the Samoan Spike, bring Zilla in, because that's Umaga's kid.
Yeah.
Ooh. And Zilla's using the Samoan Spike. So he said, "You stole it. I have the right to use that."
Yeah, you don't have the right to use it.
Because I
like that.
Umaga's my dad, not yours.
Oh, that's your uncle. That's a good angle right there.
So,
I like that.
I'll bring Zilla in, maybe Hikuleo, who's Tama Tonga and Tonga Lua's brother.
Who allegedly is already signed, and they're just waiting for him to.
Yeah,
pop,
he's been.
I'm sure
he's been in Japan with Bullet Club.
I'm sure. You know what? Yo, I swear, I feel like WWE is like already like, yo, if you 12 years old, you part of that dynasty. Go ahead. Sign letter of intention right here. we gonna get you.
Yeah.
I think it was when the Wild Samoans went into the Hall of Fame. And it might have been them or Rikishi, but they would do a crowd shot of the family.
Yeah.
Or the inductees. And for them, every single time, it was a different group of Islanders.
Yeah.
Yokozuna, too, when he got inducted.
There we go. Man.
And like twins run in their family. Like Roman got 2 sets of twins.
Jeez, God, his poor wife.
But my thing is like, and you know what? And this is why I'm like, man, and like you were saying, when Roman comes back, it's going to be so epic.
Yeah, because they've been chanting, "We want Roman" every time Solo comes out. I'm like,
yeah. Okay. So
and they're loud and like basically Solo's getting the Dom treatment almost. He's trying to talk and they're not letting him.
They're not letting him do it.
He's getting booed.
So all right. So y'all are predicting Roman to come back SummerSlam, or y'all waiting?
I say, well, I don't know if it'll be Roman or Jimmy, but
okay.
I think one of them comes back and spoils Solo's title shot.
I think just it being because it's Roman Reigns, a PLE return as in a big stadium.
Right.
That crowd, it's going to be, it's a Cleveland Browns stadium, so it's open. So maybe the noise will go up and not come back down.
Oh, yeah.
The acoustics.
Yeah.
But still, it's going to be freaking loud.
Yeah.
About as loud as when Cody won the title at Mania.
All right. Well, okay. So obviously,
my prediction.
I got you. So okay. So if Jimmy comes back and I know Jay is on Raw.
Yeah.
And he's doing this thing, main event Jey Uso, the yeets and stuff. Yeah. So what do you
He's like, we'll get to that.
The whole story. Jay can go to Raw because he's running away from the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
Storyline.
There
we go.
Boom. And that's okay.
SmackDown, you mean?
So yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah. Because I was wondering, I'm like, okay, well, how would that work? But you bring out the great point with the Wyatt Six coming back. He ain't trying to be a part of that.
They can have the Fireflies.
You think I had the Fireflies? Hey, I'm cool. Y'all got it.
So like this week, like they came out to go after Chad, and Jay sees it happening, and he just looks at the camera, is like, yeet, and then runs away.
I'm out of here. I'm like
a damn cartoon character.
Well, it's so funny. Someone on TikTok put it to that song, like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Yeah. That's so perfect.
So I think the culmination of this, it's got to be War Games.
Oh, 100%.
Ooh, War Games. That's where the battle,
Civil War.
Ooh.
Like this time we're really getting Bloodline Civil War.
Yeah.
Like we've teased it before.
But the thing is, I think people say, "Oh, they bring the Rock back."
No.
For that, I don't think so.
Don't put that out there.
But I don't think. No, the thing is, I don't think he doesn't need anymore.
We don't need Dwayne.
Well, I've heard that, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard like the rumblings that he's really the one that's behind the new Bloodline team. Have you heard that?
No.
You don't give any credence to that rumor? No. Okay. All right.
I haven't heard it. I'm just over it.
Okay.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it.
I got you. I think because I'll go down the YouTube rabbit hole and I would hear it and I'm like, well, you know what, that does kind of make sense because the Rock was saying, I'm gonna come back. I mean, old boy ain't get it done, and you know what I'm saying. So and Solo's kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, you weren't man enough to defend our title,
right? The final boss kind of telling Solo, hey, no, you, yeah. But hey, all right, cool.
Roman will come back with the wise man.
Ooh.
So
all right, that'd be epic, yo. He come back. It's gonna be a game changer, which is and that's why I knew it too, because I was like, the moment Roman lost, I was like, oh, this is the perfect time. Go ahead, chill, relax. You've been champion for 3-4 years straight or whatnot?
Almost
like
4 years straight.
Yeah.
1,300.
Take some time.
Letting his body heal.
Make people miss you.
Seth, take note.
Yeah, really. I don't think Roman was dealing with any injuries at the time.
No. I get it.
He was smart enough to know when to take time off.
Yeah.
Seth, take note.
He's saying
Stand around the camera. Tell him.
Colby.
Yeah, he can see you.
Fix your fucking back, Colby.
Oh, he said the whole name.
Yeah. Like,
he might be like, you know what, you're right.
Michael Cole, when Punk was doing his things, like, Phil, what are you doing? Like, I'm doing my job.
I love it. I love it.
Rose, you call me by my government name? What's wrong with you?
Like, we can't be doing this. Like, nah, I'm serious, but you got to relax. Okay.
And then we had the men's Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Can't really. I
was about to say.
We're dancing around Money in the Bank and going off kilter. But you know what?
Honestly,
Who cares?
I mean, I knew Drew was going to win.
Was it a waste?
No, because it furthered the storyline between Drew and Punk.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And then it's also going to
add more layers
down the line the storyline between Seth and Punk, because it's just another reason for Seth to hate Punk.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Punk may have screwed Drew, but he also screwed Seth. And
and I saw that look, man. He was all mad.
Yeah. He was going to strangle him.
And see him, your boy just sitting there like, what you mad at me? What? Hey, what?
Phil, man, come on,
man. He's standing up like, what? We gonna do something? But I did see, because obviously it was trending with those two being in the ring, that like CM was like, all right, yo, look, I didn't mean to mess nothing up.
Yeah.
But backhanded compliment.
But he's like, but it's you, so can I be that sorry?
Like, ooh,
I'm like, okay, here we go.
I like it.
And the thing is, like, and Punk was talking about, this is personal to me. He stole my damn bracelet with my wife and dog's name on it.
Yeah.
I know it's nothing to you or 15-cent retail, but personal to me.
Yeah.
So
and I love heel Drew. I love heel.
Oh, yeah.
Heel Drew.
And
this kind of psychopath.
Especially because, like, when you think about it, Drew just wants a legitimate title shot that doesn't get fucked over by CM Punk.
Yeah.
Or any shenanigans, period.
Or any shenanigans.
And
like, I mean, Drew's right. Punk keeps fucking shit up.
You do. And I agree with Drew, because when it comes to, like, man, he never really got a chance to really be champion when, like, the crowds was like, because it was during COVID. He held it down.
He won his first title with no audience.
No audience. So it's
and
like,
they got cashed in the Thunderdome.
Right. So it's like, that makes a great story where you can sympathize with the quote unquote. I don't even like using the term villain anymore. Is there villains anymore? Is it just antagonists where you're like,
it's more antagonist?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, I love because he's technically, I guess, a heel. I love when we can sympathize with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you're right, but you're going about it the wrong way.
Exactly.
Magneto.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Killmonger in the first Black Panther movie, right? Like, those are the best type of quote unquote villains, because you completely understand where they're coming from.
Totally get it.
And you're like, you're right.
Yeah. 100%.
But some of the spots in the men's Money in the Bank match, like Andrade powerbombing Carmelo on that ladder and just it fell under them.
Man, and I did see that.
God, that was sick.
And like, speaking of another up and comer I'm excited about is Carmelo, man.
Oh man,
like,
he's got it.
Yo, man, and he's such a high flyer, and I just love that confidence that he has. And I feel like, it'll happen soon. You know what I would love to see, and I feel like, and hopefully it'll get there. But my boy in NXT right now, Trick Williams.
Yeah,
I want to see those two go back at it, but on the bigger stage. That's what.
And we'll get to NXT in a minute. We're talk about Trick.
That's my guy. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm heartbeaken, man. What happened, man?
He's from Columbia.
Yeah, he's from here.
He's from a Gamecock.
So I got to root for my boy Trick. But
the one only a few times a cheer for a great Gamecock player.
He represents South Carolina.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We gonna hold it down.
But yeah, we'll get to the NXT Heatwave in a minute.
Yeah.
But
those spots were amazing. And like I said, man, so much credit I give to pro wrestlers out there, man. Like both men and women, like you're saying, the bumps that they take. And I'm like, I can't imagine. I'm like, because I'm sure.
Oh my God.
When they get back there, it's like, come on, man.
You showed me a picture of Andrade's back after the match. It was scarred like a mother.
Tens of fucked up. It looks like somebody took a cane to his back.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Then there's one spot in the women's ladder match where Zoey Stark took a Michinoku driver on a ladder.
Is that the part where I saw she like land on her head? Like there was one thing.
Iyo had her like read the body slammer, and it's like almost like a pile driver like.
Okay.
And then it's like boom, but just the way it looked, like it
just
she
looked
snapped, looked
bad.
like she broke her neck.
That's yeah.
Because you saw the commentary cam.
Yeah.
Michael Cole was like, no.
Yeah. No, I saw that on social media.
I love the commentary.
I love that stuff.
Especially when Pat McAfee says something out of pocket and you see Cole's reaction. Like, what did he say the other night?
Is it a stack of shit or something like that, or
like
a shit brick house?
Oh yeah,
it's 9:40 something. It's okay, 9:40 p.m.
I'm like Cole's sitting there trying not to break,
and that's why I cannot wait till Raw starts on Netflix.
Oh my God.
It's going to be uncensored.
And that's my thing, right? Because Pat McAfee, he's a trip. Because I watch a show on ESPN from time to time, and he just lets everything fly. So you were right, because there was one where Braun Strowman came out. It was on, I think it was on a Raw or something, and he came up, and I didn't know Braun's new slogan, and like I saw like SOB. I ain't think Pat was gonna just say it. He was like, "Oh, that big son of a bitch." I'm like, oh my God! Like that's one big
my favorite
son of a bitch.
Like, when Pat's up on the table or on his chair, like
gotta do it. Yeah.
When he was doing the dancing when Shinsuke and Rick Boogs did their thing.
Yeah,
he was he's a tool sometimes.
But like in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Him and Cole play so well against each other.
And the Michael Cole's when like Pat first started on commentary, and then Cole went on his podcast. Cole said, "You helped me reinvigorate my career."
That's what's up.
It also really helps that you don't have a decrepit old dinosaur in your ear every night.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point.
Yeah,
that's actually an insult to dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are pretty cool.
That's a good point.
I thought you said insult to decrepit.
No, dang. That's a great point.
So, if I may, like, I don't know if many listeners know the background of Money at the Bank, like how it started.
Yeah, for sure.
If I may.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened? How this started was it was an idea brought up by Chris Jericho.
Oh, okay.
And a former head writer, Brian Gewirtz, who's part of Dwayne's production company.
Okay.
$7.
$7.
Yeah, $7.
Yeah.
So they said, "Oh, now we need a multi-person ladder match for WrestleMania, not just a one-on-one. You know, put a briefcase up there and contracts that.
Right.
So that's basically, it was kind of funny. Jericho came up with the match, the idea. He's never won the damn thing,
man.
But it started at WrestleMania 21.
Chris Jericho, who needs to retire.
Yes.
Please retire.
Learning tree my ass. Anyway, so
where was your wife on January 6th, Chris Jericho?
Was that a bomb?
At the Capitol. She was at the Capitol.
Really? Mm-hmm. I had no idea. Oh, man. Wow.
Where was I?
Wow. Yo, that's insane.
Wow, okay.
Okay, all right.
So,
all right,
so debuted WrestleMania 21 in Los Angeles. Oh, God.
Man,
how can I follow?
I don't even, I mean.
Anybody got any alcohol?
I mean, we might have some in the back. Might be. But, man.
Innkeeper, please.
That right? That's crazy.
Anyway, don't bring that up.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so basically, it was a WrestleMania staple for a while.
Yeah.
And then the last one they had at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 26. And then that same year, that's when they started its own pay-per-view, or PLE, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then it just...
Well, it was a pay-per-view back then.
It was pay-per-view back then.
Gotcha, yeah.
And then it just grew to the heights where it sold out London last year.
Yeah.
It became the highest grossing arena show in Canada this past one.
There you go.
Think about this. The last few PLEs, like Backlash in France, highest grossing venue arena ever in France.
Yeah.
And then you had
I like how they brought Trish out this year.
Yeah.
They did, yeah. I mean, it's in Toronto.
I really want,
so.
like, they hinted at it, and I really want Trish versus Tiffany.
I think it's going to happen. Trish can still do it, yo.
Well, she can go.
Trish
She can
is
go.
in phenomenal shape.
I mean,
yo.
the program she did with Becky, man, that cage match they had.
My God.
Wow.
Man. Epic. Man.
And Trish also introduced us to the man of, I guess, the hour. We're going to talk about him.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well go and get right
nice
into it.
So if you're seeing the figures, or let's say figures, but these...
Which Sean made.
Yeah.
Shout outs.
These are... John Cena art basically out of perler beads or melty beads. You know, we came across a vendor at Incredible Con last year who did perler art. I was like, this looks interesting. It looks like 8-bit characters or his own kind of creations. I'm like, okay, I tried it out as a hobby, but no, small stuff. Then I was, doing more research, trying to find other images.
Yeah.
And then this one gentleman who goes by on Facebook goes by 8-bit hero. 8-bit hero. Look him up. He does decals, t-shirts, his own designs.
Yeah.
Does great work, obviously.
That's fire. Yeah.
So,
I love that.
So he did a whole new line of WWE characters, and one of them being John Cena, but it was John Cena, no shirt and jorts and a hat.
Yeah,
I was like, I gotta do most of his shirts.
There you go.
They're legendary. Was put it that way.
Of course.
His merch is legendary.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
still sell out.
Celebrate. John Cena announced his retirement.
Yeah, man.
Which, by the way, IGN, if you're listening, watching, his last match is not at WrestleMania next year. It's
his last WrestleMania is next year.
IGN said, WrestleMania's his last match. No, it's not, asshole.
There you go. Tell him.
It's from he said in the press conference, January to December.
Yeah.
About 30 dates or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, some of the shirts I can easily identify them for you.
Yeah.
The purple and gold was his 2010 look. He debuted at the SummerSlam in LA in 2010 when he faced the Nexus.
All right.
And on the other side, the first half of 2010 was his orange shirt right there. And then the green and white was he debuted at WrestleMania 28 was his match against The Rock.
There you go. Yeah.
And then red and white was WrestleMania 11. 2011, excuse me. WrestleMania 27 against The Miz. And then that was his last, in the middle, his last look he had before he wore his new stuff.
Right.
His farewell tour short.
Man.
So
farewell tour, man.
It's weird.
It is, yo. But like my thing is though, and obviously I'm like with that generation where like some of my all-time favorites kind of just, faded off in the sunset or whatnot. And it's like, man, I'm wondering how kids are feeling.
Kept trying to wrestle, even though.
Oh yeah, well, it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go. I get it.
The thing is, me growing up, primarily it was the '90s and Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Me being the biggest Undertaker fan that is.
Yeah.
Saw him adapt his character adaptation. The Dead Man.
Yeah.
Lucifer looking like guys. And
True.
then,
Ministry and American Badass.
American Badass.
Yeah,
Big Evil.
Yeah.
Went back to the dark side.
Right.
And then when he had the Boneyard match with AJ, it was basically the Holy Trinity, unholy Trinity.
Good.
Yeah.
It's still good.
It was. Yeah, for sure.
It was a mix
really
of
well with that cinematic.
Oh
match.
yeah.
That his character at that point was a mix of Mark, American Badass, and the Dead Man.
Yeah.
So it was an unholy trinity.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate when a wrestler is like, it is time to hang it up.
Right.
I'm not going to keep going until I'm held together by like duct tape and Coke, like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more whiskey, I think.
Okay, duct tape and whiskey, whatever.
Right.
I do think, I wonder if they're going to let Cena win for a 17th time.
That's one thing I read about.
So he might be able to break the Ric Flair record.
He's tied with Ric Flair now.
Ric Flair. Okay.
So I don't think he said the Rumble's going to be his last. Obviously, he's probably going to be in the Rumble. I don't think they're going to have him win it.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a booker.
Do you think, let's say he does break it, because John Cena is such, one of the GOATs, a lot of, younger generation call him the GOAT. I'm not going to debate that. Whoever your GOAT is, your GOAT. I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
But what do you think, because of his legacy, do you think he would be someone where, especially with the new regime running things, they would allow him to win and then vacate it? Because like there have been times
that would make sense,
right? Because there have been times
Trish
where
Stratus.
right, there's been times where wrestlers like they were maybe about to leave the company, and they're like, you ain't about to take this belt wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do some shiesty stuff. I'm a Bret Hart fan.
Montreal
Screwjob. So, that's what I'm saying. So
you're referring to the Montreal Screwjob,
of course. But I'm just saying, like other instances, I'm saying as well too. Like do you think they'll do that for John? Because John's he's a class act. Yeah.
And the thing is, his legacy is not just what he's done in the ring.
Right.
Yeah. We just let's give John Cena his flowers, his shout out.
Come on.
The most wishes granted for
Come on, man. Come on.
I think it's like near 700 or something.
It's something. He's one of the most requested people. He grants as many as he can. I saw this one story, and it wasn't Make-A-Wish, but there was a mother and son who had to evacuate in Ukraine. And the son was, I think, on the spectrum and didn't understand why they had to leave. And so the mom was like, oh, we're going to meet John Cena.
Okay.
And Cena heard about it, so Cena went and met the fan and the mom and everything.
Yeah.
And that wasn't through Make-A-Wish. That was just out of the kindness of John Cena's heart.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
The fact that he'll like be already in his gear, basically his look, and still do Make-A-Wish events, either before or after, hours at a time.
Right.
And things, wrestlers don't have to do that.
Right.
Right. They may get paid to do that.
They don't get paid to do Make-A-Wish.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh.
Gotcha.
I mean, even Cena was paid. He would say, I'm not doing this for money.
No, I mean,
because it's philanthropy.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Make-A-Wish pays for the kids to go to wherever it is.
Right. Okay.
So say like a kid wishes to go to WrestleMania. Make-A-Wish will pay for them to fly to WrestleMania. They might pay for the ticket. WWE might kick in the ticket. But like the meet and greets with John Cena's not getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know.
Yeah. And that's the one thing, like you were saying, I mean, it's John Cena. I mean, he ain't short on cash. Like, I feel like John is one of those rare wrestlers who they've already kind of have another career, like in the movie scene. So it's like,
he's got the Peacemaker.
Yeah. So it's, and that's the thing, right? It's like, he has a career that a lot of wrestlers I could tell, like, wish they had, like, it's kind of like, oh man, he could go into Hollywood. Obviously other wrestlers have done that before, but it's like, to me, he's one of the rare breeds that can, like, obviously you have Batista, you have The Rock, and now you got John. So I feel like
Batista the best out of the three.
Right? So
I agree.
No arguments
I will
there.
die on this hill. I will fight.
Oh no! I honestly, I don't believe that you're alone on that island. I don't even think it's an island. I think it's a metropolitan that feels that way. So
like I feel like both. I feel like Dwayne is a movie star. Batista is an actor.
Yeah.
And there is a difference.
There's definitely a difference. 100%. 100%.
You're thinking about with Batista, he started in his wrestling in his early 30s. That's late.
Yeah.
For a wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, not considering DDP, he started at 36. But how Batista transitioned from pro wrestler to actor, as you say.
Right.
Like he actually took classes.
Exactly.
No,
he worked his way up.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, Edge did the same thing.
Yeah, there you go.
When he had to retire, he's finding acting classes, got an agent. He was like complete 180.
And it makes so
God
much.
Of War.
There you go. And it makes so much sense because they're actors, right? They're all acting, and you got to believe in the character that you're encompassing.
So, like, speaking of wrestlers and acting, so I finally the other day I was homesick, so I finally got around to watching Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And I was reading the trivia on IMDb because I do that all the time. And apparently Damian Priest was up for a role either as fucking Namor or his like right-hand man.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my God.
You showed me the picture of the right-hand man. I think that would have been perfect for Damian.
Didn't get it.
Man, but it's only a matter of time before he
Marvel,
gets it.
if you're watching and listening to this, cast him in the Blade movie because Damian Priest was born to play a vampire.
Is it going to get made? Because they lost a second director.
Yeah, it's tough.
It'll eventually get.
It will.
Hell, Delroy Lindo left the project now.
It'll get made.
It's tough. Yeah. Nah.
It'll get made. It'll get made.
It will.
I got a feeling Deadpool 5 will be made before Blade.
Look, as long as they don't go the Morbius route and try to make a vampire movie without any blood.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I think Shrek 5 will be made before Blade comes out.
It is coming. It is coming. But no, you're right though. Damian Priest, I feel like everybody in the WWE or just pro wrestlers, period, they can do it. Like I can, especially in WWE.
Well, that's why, so I think that's why Jade came to WWE because she eventually wants to go to Hollywood.
There you go.
Please,
Marvel, if you're hearing this,
she's Storm.
Storm.
Come on, please.
Come on. She's perfect.
Don't mess this up. Nah, 100%.
So, Tom, go back to Cena. So, I'm gonna ask you first. Like, the first thing that pops in your mind is a big Cena moment, your favorite Cena moment.
Rap album.
Why not?
Rap album. Look,
and that's either a moment or a match.
But I think with John Cena, when he first came out, this is when I was kind of like, all right, I'm kind of, new era, new wrestlers, and I'm like, I'm go ahead and just, I'll check it out from time to time. But with John to me, and I mean, I know people may, he was compared to a Mark Wahlberg-esque. Like his style, and I'm not saying
they're both Bostonians.
Yeah. And but here's the thing, right? I'm such a hip hop fan that when he worked with some underground hip hop artists that I love, I'm like, wait a second, hold up. This ain't just hey, I'm a wrestler, so I'm gonna work with the biggest hip hop artists just because they're big, I'm big. He literally, I'm like, oh, he a fan.
He went underground.
Exactly. He worked with an artist by the name of Bumpy Knuckles. Underground hip hop fans know who that is. I mean, underground. If you know who that is, he's not known to a lot of people. Nope. So it's kind of like you got to be a fan to be like, hold up. And I'm hearing him, and then I'm hearing the freestyles, him segmenting or like, going at other people in like rap form.
Oh man, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this dude is really, really good.
So
those
rap battles, man.
Yeah. But his whole thing about like the Thugonomics.
Dr. Thugonomics, yeah.
When he came out with that word life, I'm like, all right, okay, all right, we're going to do the hip hop route. Let me see. But to me, it didn't feel like
authentic.
I don't want to say that. It just felt like, at first, I will say, it felt like, no, he was really okay. Yeah. I could kind of
like it didn't resonate. It didn't resonate at first,
right?
But then it grew. Yeah, it grew. And that's what characters are supposed to do.
Exactly.
Supposedly,
exactly.
When like say JBL went from APA Bradshaw,
right.
to Wall Street Mogul. Like,
exactly.
I'm like,
yeah.
But then in how hated he was becoming, I'm like, okay, perfect heel.
But here's the funny thing, right? So once all of that happened, I kind of faded back. But then when I started getting back into it, I'm hearing, oh, this dude don't lose.
Yeah.
I remember the hate that so many people had for him.
Like he was being the force down our throats.
I was one of them.
You were one of, okay. Because I was like.
I also admittedly am a huge Nikki Garcia now stan.
Gotcha.
So I very much ride the fuck John Cena train when it comes to that.
All right, okay.
Figuratively.
Just because I have issues.
I know you ain't. Sorry.
But anywho, one of my favorite Cena moments or matches was actually, I really enjoyed the Firefly Funhouse with Bray.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think that was really good. We got all like the different versions of Cena, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
No, cinematic gold is what it was.
Yeah.
So, and then what's funny is like before he did the Thugonomics character, when he debuted, because he was doing the prototype in OVW.
Oh, okay.
And he had long hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is before he debuted against Angle.
I got
right?
you. Yeah.
So he comes out, you see his hair short because, he's just told, get a fucking haircut before he went out.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, the look he had was the shorts, matching boots, matching everything, because he was trying to match, like, sports team colors of every city.
Okay.
So it was, I think Bruce Pritchard laid that out. And it was cheesy at best, but people were seeing right through. He's trying to be a white meat baby face, yada yada yada.
I got you.
That era was done and dead.
Oh, I see.
Since they did the same thing with The Rock in 97, 96, 97.
Yeah.
So he 180s, it becomes token white rap, as he put it one time.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was like what is this? Like Vanilla Ice on roids.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the lines he was throwing sometimes, I'm like him against Rikishi, and then him. The one of my favorites was him against Big Show.
Oh
my god, it was like late December or something like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing.
Man,
yeah, and I'm sorry,
and I still remember the lines.
Yeah, and
who I would love to get into like a war of words and like diss tracks with John Cena.
Who you got?
Joe Hendry.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, I've been on the Joe Hendry train lately.
Okay,
and
all right.
He did a diss track to Matt Cardona called Edge's Bitch.
Oh,
and then he did one to AJ Francis saying how you're not allowed to do dives anymore, you're banned from diving because he had that trip up.
Top dollar from Hit Row.
Yeah. So
he tripped on
coming
he
at
tripped
it
on a
with
rope
the funny lines, talking about two people who understand music,
right,
music theory.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
I think one of my favorite scene moments was his surprise at the 08 Rumble when he showed up.
Oh yeah, when he came
nobody
out.
knew.
Yeah,
not even
I
Triple
remember
H in them knew. In the ring.
Oh man,
and the fact it was also Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that was one of my favorites. Also, him and Punk at Money in the Bank 2011.
He got cheered for that, which was weird.
Yeah, I mean, because it was unexpected. He wasn't advertised.
Yeah,
was no promos.
He just kind of.
I also just
and he rushed.
Find it weird when a Bostonian gets cheered. And
the thing was,
there you go.
It was October of the year prior. He tore his pec.
Oh yeah,
and then 3 months from a torn pec.
Yeah, and
he wins a
right
Rumble.
There. Yeah,
and he goes to Mania, doesn't win the title, but also him and Punk at Money in the Bank 2011, still one of the greatest matches I've seen.
Nah, man, and you know what? I'm going to miss. I don't care what nobody's saying, man. I love that theme song. I feel like people make fun of it. Yeah. And people make fun of it, but when he leaves, it's man, that's going to go down as one of the all-time theme songs.
And also how he stays, he don't care. John Cena sucks. He
embraces it. Yeah.
It's the same thing as the You Suck with Kurt Angle.
Of course. At
this point, it's a show of love.
Yeah, man.
Let it, come on, bring it.
Man, it's going to be, well, I mean, now obviously WWE's in good hands, but man, the legacy that John did, man, that's just, man. I mean, definitely a legend, definitely a GOAT, regardless of how you feel.
Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's not a question right there.
I got a feeling maybe they'll probably put him in 2026 probably.
Think so? Yeah, let it wait.
Yeah, because this farewell tour is 2025.
So gotcha.
It makes sense.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully, I mean, you said about 30 dates
roughly 30, 35.
35.
So it's going to span throughout the year.
Are you two planning on trying to get out there and seeing them during this final run? If fingers crossed, if everything works out?
Meh.
Okay.
Say that. Yeah, you say that now. Honestly, let's think about it.
Or if they get close, let's say if they get to.
Look, the only thing Charleston ever gets from WWE is house shows, and Cena's not going to do a house show.
That's a good point. Because I remember back in the day, man, in the 90s, they had In Your House. They had uncensored.
We come what the closest Raw gets to us is Columbia, and that's on a Monday night.
Yeah. Are there times Raw wasn't at the Coliseum?
Yeah. When was the last time?
2013.
Okay.
I think.
And what year is it now?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. 11 years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 by the time Cena starts his farewell tour.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Man, we need...
So speaking of the big events, they heard the news that WWE and Indianapolis, Indy Sports Complex.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, three events booked ahead of time.
All just in the same place.
Same arena, Lucas Oil Stadium where the Colts play. Mm-hmm. Royal Rumble's going to be there this upcoming one. Mm-hmm. So, but they haven't made Mania and SummerSlam plans yet.
Okay.
As far as Indy.
The Colts, is that who
McAfee, he's a punter for them.
Calling it now, McAfee and Royal Rumble.
There you go.
Why not?
Makes sense. It makes sense. He's going to do it for sure.
Now, is it he either comes from the entrance or is from the table?
From the table.
Okay.
Yeah, from the table. He's like, put the headset down.
That happens.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Mania in Vegas next year. But
God, I wish we could afford to go.
Hey man, you never know, man. WWE.
Freaking love Vegas.
If you watching.
Come on,
Sean and Melissa.
Especially being Cena's last Mania. I want to see that, honestly.
Yo, we got to, and come on now.
Hook us up.
Come on.
Please?
Hey, was Paul, you said real name, Paul? Come on, Paul.
Vick.
You're so stupid.
Man, 35 years of watching wrestling. Come on now.
Yeah, man. I thought your name was the game all my life.
Can you tag Triple H on this, please?
I wrote a dang thesis on it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom. Thesis.
Take me to WrestleMania.
Come on
she
now.
Could be a writer for y'all.
Who does that? Exactly. Come on now. We got the talent right here, man. But whatever, Y'all know.
But speaking of booking ahead, how what's amazing, they booked SummerSlam for 2026 in Minneapolis already for 2 nights.
Jeez.
A two-night SummerSlam would be the first time ever.
Okay. Man.
But they did it in 2 years in advance.
Biggest party of the summer.
Yeah, and they haven't booked 2025 yet for SummerSlam.
Man.
It's like, damn.
They be thinking the long game, man. Because I can understand, like, if you're a booker and you're writing everything, like, you're planning years ahead. But, man, I don't know.
Next international show they go is Berlin.
Yeah.
The Bash at Berlin.
They're taking over the world, man.
Yeah, man.
With them being on Netflix next year, like you were saying, it's going to be uncensored. Like,
it's going to come out, and like Seth's going to come out, and they're going to be like, Seth fucking Rollins.
Oh, yeah. Everything will change.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Punk will be like, best in the fucking world.
No, yeah.
I do hope, as much as I curse, and obviously everyone who has listened to me knows I curse like a sailor.
Really?
Yeah, that's amazing.
You get that on camera?
I am a New Yorker.
Yeah. Hey, all right.
I was a sailor.
Married to a sailor. I do hope it's not gratuitous with the cursing.
Right.
I don't think it will be.
It's like they're just green button. Everything's a curse word. It's like, all right, you're kind of taking away from it.
At least we don't have to like bleep out the crowd.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There won't be no holy.
You're right. Just let it ride.
You solo.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they don't do that on the PLEs now. They don't.
Well,
they don't
because the PLEs aren't on cable; they're on
subscription.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my question with that then. How do you feel with like the younger audience, like the kid audience? Do you think because it's being uncensored, are they kind of like, well, if a 10-year-old, 12-year-old, I mean, we know kids curse, let's be honest, but let's say you're one of those.
A lot of things worse.
Yeah. What do you think on that?
I mean, I'm glad we're not going to mute the crowd anymore. I think like maybe not like throwing fucks around, but like a shit here and there is fine. And if people want like the grittier, more adult, bloodier wrestling, there are other companies to go to.
I got you. I
think in terms of marketing, in terms of making money, keeping kids in your fan base is so important.
Exactly.
Because if little Timmy is 10 and wants to go to a Raw, well, he can't go by himself, so mommy or daddy has to come with him.
Right.
Then he wants a shirt, and then a year later, he's too big for that shirt, so he needs another one. There's money there.
Yeah. Right.
They'll probably buy them 5 one big SOB shirts.
Right.
And like, Lord knows also, like, they go to the arena, they buy the food. Lord knows, like, teenagers eat, like, so
boatload.
Yeah, and I guess that was my question I was saving because like with them going to Netflix, I'm just like, man, but are they? I don't want to say they're abandoning that the kid feel, but like I mean, it's kind of like a line. You're like, well, how do you still like satisfy the audience? It's like, yo, we want to hear this, but then you still got the.
Or like they blacked a screen out during one of Nia's matches because somebody flipped Nia Jax off.
Oh, okay.
In the crowd.
Okay.
Or past NXT.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, they blacked out because Kelani Jordan almost had a wardrobe malfunction.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
They blacked the screen out.
I'm completely fine with them blacking out the TV if a woman's boob's coming out.
Yeah. I got you.
So back to like how to draw the crowds and everything. So you think about this, early WWE was family oriented.
Right. Because I remember being like a kid in the 90s going to the North Charleston Coliseum and seeing like the acts then where you were like, okay, like the parents can like bring their kid and like, oh, it was
all character based, man.
That's Hacksaw Jim Duggan over there. He's a good guy, you had
a dumpster, you had a plumber, you had a clown.
Right. So
and then when people like Shawn Michaels got more gritty, bringing you brought in Stone Cold Steve Austin.
True.
Triple H was doing his blue blood gimmick.
True.
Then we moved into the Attitude Era where
and
the target audience.
Yeah, and the thing is like
18 to 35-year-old man. It was their target audience.
Right. But the thing is, if it wasn't for ECW, who were already targeting the 18 to 35 male demographic, WWE wouldn't have. If they didn't notice that, they probably would have been stuck in that realm.
Perfect. So
and WCW was also doing the same thing because the NWO.
So my question to that point then is, does this now open the lane up for another brand to be like, all right, well, they're a little bit on like edgy. We could get the younger kids, like, you know what I mean? Like let's say if you're
I don't think so. Just because The only other like really big names out there are AEW,
right? And they're just
even worse. Of that,
yeah.
I guess we could mention TNA, but they have a partnership with WWE now.
Gotcha.
So like,
okay,
yeah.
I was just wondering about that. I was like, man, okay, so
well, they have a partnership specifically with NXT, which we can talk about Heatwave.
Yeah, we can. Let's quickly do that.
So I think going to Netflix is not just Netflix. SmackDown's going to CW. Or no, NXT's going to CW.
Okay.
SmackDown's going to USA. So they'll still have
those.
that demographic.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Okay.
No, it's just Raw going to Netflix.
I see.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like in the Attitude Era, you still had kids there. Hell, kids were getting detentions for doing the DX chop.
No, I know.
Or for saying their favorite pie was Putang pie,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
my classmates.
Or saying hell yeah in school because of Austin.
Right.
So
how I was allowed to watch the Attitude Era, I don't know.
My cousin got suspended for doing that DX shop to their teacher.
I didn't do that, but thankfully.
Oh my God.
I
Your dad would have whooped your ass.
Yeah. My dad called me one time and whooped my ass.
Watching wrestling?
Yeah, back the primetime wrestling era.
Oh, I just remember like
I quickly changed the channel.
Right.
So, sorry, Dad. You don't watch that show. But I was watching like primetime wrestling, like the round table thing.
Yeah.
And then here comes my dad, like, and I was like, I was like, what were you watching?
Oh. hit that back button.
Yeah.
I just remember.
I
remember my grandmother used to get mad as hell at us. God rest her soul, because my grandmother had this big den, and I had a bunch of cousins, and we would watch it, and we would try to emulate the moves. Yeah. And my grandma got so mad. Y'all better be downstairs playing that damn wrestling. Y'all better not be jumping on my damn couch. I tell you, it was over.
I'm a switch.
I was allowed. So I wasn't allowed to watch ECW. Yeah. So of course I would sneak over a friend's house whose family videotaped it on VHS because fucking old.
Some of their old head. The Wyatt Six use a VHS.
Well, they're a whole different breed. But yeah, so.
But I think the demographics, and all demographics are going to be reached.
Yeah.
It's just, if you let your kids watch, that's on you.
True.
They have the advisories for a reason.
That's a good point.
But also, like, if you're letting your kids stay up till 11 p.m. on a Monday night, you got school the next day.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you.
That's a fact.
I mean, granted, I can't make it through a Raw.
Yeah,
I barely can.
I'd be in bed, man. I'd be in bed by
I get up at 3:30 in the morning.
At this point, I wait until whatever Wyatt Six shit's happening and I go to bed.
Yeah, I'll be finding out on social media. I'm like, I'll see it on YouTube when I first wake up. Like, all right, oh man, that happened. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about
NXT.
NXT. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So Heatwave.
Yep.
And my boy Trick Williams. They done did him wrong. I don't like it.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, okay. Why?
Yeah.
Because
make me feel better because I'm hurting right now.
Storyline wise, I love it.
Okay.
Because like, what better way for a heel to win a title than to get knocked out on top of somebody who's already knocked out and get the pin that way?
Yeah.
Good point.
I mean, Trick's going to get his rematch.
Good point.
Yes, Trick's going to get his rematch. It'll be great. I just love how just fucking, like, this is just so perfect for Ethan's character.
Oh, yeah. He's such an egotistical prick.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Though I remember we were at WrestleCade. Was it Ethan that slipped?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were at WrestleCade back in 2019.
Yeah, first one. He was doing like a Shawn Michaels turnbuckle spot.
Oh,
and he slipped on his ass. On his ass. And I actually walked by his table and say, "Hey, how's that fall? Or how's the ropes?"
Yeah,
kind of joking. He laughed that off.
Oh, good.
No, he's really nice in real life.
Yeah.
But
good.
That was a good match.
Lola and Roxanne, Lola Vice and Roxanne.
I love how, even though she lost, Lola still looks strong. Roxanne looks like she fucking lost her mind because it took five or five pop rocks.
One on the table.
One on the table. One that was kind of a botch, but I think that worked really well in the storyline of she was losing her shit trying to put Lola away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it made Lola look stronger.
Yeah.
Strong. You know?
Yeah.
And then what else was there? Kalani and Sol Ruka. That was
really good.
That was great.
Yeah.
Because those are two very, very talented, very flippy, bendy, like athletic women.
Yeah.
Kalani being the gymnast, Sol being a surfer. And then they're friends. And it was very much like respect.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And afterwards, like Sol clapped, and I thought Sol was going to turn on Kalani.
That's what I thought too. But also the tag team title match they had was Chase U against Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Dude, that was a barn burner. Especially Axiom and Nathan Frazier. They're like you can't blink.
I got you.
It's one of those things you cannot blink on.
One of my favorite things ever from Nathan Frazier. So remember Giovanni Vinci was in NXT and he was doing that like suave Italian gimmick. And so he was coming out and like the camera would stop to take pictures of him and he was like,
right.
Oh yeah.
I got to pose.
And so he was coming down for like a
open challenge.
And so in the back, you just see Nathan running behind him and Nathan's like, in one of the pictures, and then Nathan gets to the ring first and gets the match. Because Gio took too long to get out of the ring.
The photo bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wesley and Obafemi, man.
Yeah.
You seen Obafemi?
I've seen it, yeah.
Dude, that's a beast.
Man. I'm like, it's so much talent, man.
It's amazing.
Like my thing is, and I'm so shout out again, shout outs to Shawn Michaels, shout outs to Triple H for because like it's so many people on all of the like this rosters, but it's like this person can steal the show. Like anybody can steal the show at any time, no matter the brand, no matter what. It's like. Oh, okay, I'm a fan of this person.
Or no matter your company.
Yeah.
Let's
see, like in terms of TNA, we've had Jordan Grace.
There we go.
And Joe Hendry.
Is Jordan coming?
She's going to come.
She's eventually.
Once her contract is up, yeah.
Okay. I was wondering.
I think she was welcomed when she showed up at the Rumble and then NXT.
Joe Hendry and
Frank Kazarian was there.
Man.
The Rascals.
The Rascals showed up. So, so this past Tuesday, Wesley was in the ring and you kind of thought he was going to like hang it up. He was very dejected. And then the Rascals came out, which was his group. What do they do? Like this?
They do this. But the thing was it was MSK music. Which was him and Zach Wentz or Nash Carter.
Okay.
And then Trey Miguel, who's never been in NXT, never showed up. So they showed up, Zach Wentz, Trey Miguel, it's like, you ain't going nowhere, man. We gotta do this.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then they go backstage and there's Gallus back there. Like, who are you? What we call you? Like, well, if it's me and him, it's MSK. But it's us, it's the Rascals.
So now there's going to be like a 3-on-3.
Okay. I like it. I like the setup.
Yeah.
And then so we were supposed to have a the main event was Trick Williams and Javon Evans versus Ethan Page and Shawn Spears.
Yeah.
And then Brooks Jensen, who has lost his mind storyline wise, beat up Javon Evans. So then there was this whole thing about like who is Trick going to get? And then we were getting hints.
Yeah.
So it was his backstage interview. Trick did his thing. And as soon as he left, you saw Joe Hendry. Just like,
you saw his face on the screen.
The crowd went nuts.
Or like you got a video of Ethan and Shawn talking, and Shawn's like, "Do you believe he's going to find someone?" No, I don't believe.
It's a hint.
Okay.
Look, I love Joe Hendry. I'm glad it was Joe because if it had been anybody else at that point, the crowd would have eaten them alive.
Probably.
Gotcha. Play this smart.
Trick standing in the ring, and we're like, we don't know if he's going to come out or it's going to be a handicap match. And then like, say his name. And like he's cheesing it up.
Yeah.
What I liked, Heatwave was Trick Williams' gear, his Harlem Heat callback.
Yeah, man.
Even Booker T recognized
Come
it.
on. Yeah,
Which,
you got to do it.
So if you recognize it, Booker's usually Trick's hype man.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, he was not Trick's hype man.
Oh.
He wasn't, I like it.
I like it.
He wasn't doing no shucky ducky quack quack.
And then like when Joe Hendry came out,
Yeah.
Booker was talking about the audience, like, what are they doing? What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Because they're all like clapping along and like waving their hand, like doing the thing.
Right.
They let Joe Hendry get the pin.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
In NXT.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Also just saw recently that Charlie Dempsey crossed the line to TNA.
Oh.
He showed up there.
Oh, okay.
So
Did he kill somebody else?
I don't know. Yeah, Damon Kemp's gone from NXT.
In kayfabe, Dempsey has contracted the family to get rid of some garbage.
Oh.
The garbage was very much alluded to be the body of Drew Gulak. And then the other night, he was trying to like stuff something in his trunk. Like when we get too much luggage in our trunk. And it was alluded to be
Damon Kemp. Because he got released. Who's Gable Stevens' brother, by the way.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Huh, man.
It's a lot.
It's a way to go out, man.
Yeah,
wow.
What a way.
Oh,
so, speaking of TNA, also you read was it Stephanie Vacker? She's been signed to WWE.
Wow!
Recently, she did a Forbidden Door match with Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
Lost her New Japan title. But yeah, she's basically she's on the WWE.
She signed, yeah.
That's what's up.
And apparently there was like
signed.
a bad taste with New Japan and CMLL's mouth the way she left. But there's a whole backstory.
There's a lot of backstory, a lot of alleged things that happened, a lot of he said, she said, a lot of like.
I got you.
I
got you.
Because it's not like at this point in time, it's not like WWE is going to be like, no, you can't do your bookings. Like, because they're letting Julia, finish up with Marigold.
Okay.
So like.
I think she's been dealing with injuries too, actually. So,
but she's still doing matches with them.
Yeah,
it's not like Eric Rowan had to cancel some indie dates, but that was also different because
it's for Bray.
It's for the Wyatt Six,
and
so they kept all of them hidden until it was time.
Okay, that's smart.
So what did you think when they first showed up? Did you see the horror movie?
Yes,
aspect
I did.
of it. Oh my god, that was probably the best presentation.
It was,
honestly.
It was, and then I saw like because like somebody posted like while they were there, and it's so crazy like when you see it on TV, and obviously y'all have been at so many events, like how the difference is, because like when you're watching what's shown on TV versus someone that's different there, it's like, oh, this place is still lit. Everything, and obviously it's obviously fire hazard, those type of precautions. You got to keep everything lit, but it's just like I couldn't just help but look at like, man, like just thematically how you were saying, like just cinema, like you're like, oh my gosh, this is like a horror film, like how they
pretty much
it's the Firefly Funhouse come to life.
That's what it is.
I love Rowan's look.
He
has the
hammer.
Which is what they used with the Bludgeon Brothers, which was him and Luke Harper. On the back of his shirt is the mask that Luke Harper had worn.
So and has Bray's red circle on the mallet too.
So they're honoring Bray, obviously, with this whole thing, but Rowan's also honoring his other brother. And I think I have to pull it up because I did a screenshot of it. But like somebody had asked, oh my gosh, Amanda Huber what she thought of it because
Brody's widow.
Gotcha.
By the way, Brody Lee shoes are $90. By the way, the Reeboks they put out $90 at Champ Sports.
If I had the money, I would buy them.
Me too.
For sure.
Reebok sponsor us.
There you go. Come on now. Come on. We putting it out there.
Yeah,
we putting in no shame over here.
Tag Reebok.
No
Champ Sports.
I'm just going to ask everybody to sponsor us until we get sponsored.
Absolutely, it's coming.
But so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You, talk to friends who are fans of the show. Like, this is our fifth Ringside Edition right now. This one, and you said to people like, when you see him on video, you see obviously the promo pictures. You see what we look like.
Yeah.
So what was they telling you? Like, when are we gonna see them, or what they asked us to talk about anything specifically?
Well, they were basically because we had so much great feedback from WrestleMania 40 when y'all were on.
Nice.
It was so much love. Like I have a old coworker of mine who's like a diehard wrestling fan, and he was like, man, like the way y'all break things down in simple terms, because like the way people can really understand and comprehend. Because like I would sometimes listen or watch, YouTube reactors, and sometimes they're so in depth with it that like you kind of lose a little bit of the audience who are kind of like, hey, I'm just here because I want to know what's going on, but I don't know all the particulars.
And I think for me, one thing that really helped with that was writing my thesis, because my thesis advisor, love him, Dr. Scott, knew nothing about wrestling except that he thought Goldberg and Sheamus were hot. And that is the only thing that Trav knew about wrestling. And then the other two on my committee knew nothing about wrestling. So I had to really break it down in like the introductions in my thesis. And like the broader themes of like fan participation and like how we identify with who we identify with, like they do, obviously, but the wrestling thing. I found the thing. So Amanda was doing, like when the shoes launched, she did like in honor of the shoe launch, Ask Me Anything on Instagram. And so somebody asked, did you know about the tributes the Wyatt Six did before their debut? And she's like, nope, but I am so beyond happy for my friends. They are carrying such a heavy legacy so beautifully. Also, I am humbled by their thoughtfulness to include touches of John, Luke Harper, in what they are bringing to the table, and especially love Eric Rowan, who has carried a massive burden of grief on his back. I love that he's able to carry John and Wyndham with him in his career and this new chapter.
Oh man, that's what's up. That is awesome.
Because like when you think about it, like Eric lost his two brothers that he came up with.
Right.
And Braun Strowman too lost two brothers. But I think it's especially like it's so hard for
because they were together, the three of them
in FCW or
FCW NXT long before Braun started. So it was a couple years before Braun came in.
Right.
But also Taylor or Bo Dallas, he's Uncle Howdy.
Right.
He's got that top hat on the top hat is a red circle, and he's only wearing one of the gloves where Bray had like Fear and I forgot the other one. Anyway, has Bray on the knuckles.
Gotcha.
So that's his tribute.
Yeah, man.
It's just amazing.
I don't remember what Bray's. I know Alexis said pain and play.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's just when like how they handle like death, like real life. It's like it's so. You got to be sensitive. You got to be, make sure,
right place, right time.
Right. And just how they handle it.
Yeah.
I'm
and
like, I can just
it's still hard to believe that Bray's gone.
Right.
And like also,
because like when they did 10 Bell Salute, I lost it.
Yeah.
But y'all go watch the, any of like the packages that they've done, especially the first like VHS package that creepy Nikki Cross handed to Michael Cole.
The editing.
Where like Uncle Howdy asks Bo, tell me about your brother's death, or do you think you were stealing your brother's legacy, or something like that. And shit, man, it was good.
Yeah,
just the editing is like watching Stranger Things or something.
Yeah, it's
like
masterful work. Can
they be nominated for an Emmy?
They should.
Like,
I would think.
Mick Foley, if they weren't typecast as a wrestling show, they would have Emmy nominations.
Absolutely. What?
But like
for writing,
it was so good.
I mean, they get ESPY awards.
And I know, like, obviously, Bo and Bray are brothers. I know this. But in the past, when you looked at Bo, like, when he's running around doing, I believe.
Oh, God, I hated that
Or,
gimmick.
like, when he was at, like, what was it, the B
team and the Miz Taraj.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it was Bo Dallas. But, like, he's
Taylor Wyndham.
There are some times when when he sounds so much like Bray in these new promos. And, like...
Then he showed up at Pierce's office on Raw. I'm like, oh shit!
And Pierce didn't seem shocked. I do love that it seems to be though, because it's the Wyatt 6, and it's been both spelt with a 6 and then SICKS.
Yeah,
I love how there's only 5 of them. And then so like the speculation is Bray the 6th member, or is the 6th member going to be Alexis when she comes back? Because she's out on maternity leave.
Yeah,
and I love that we don't know. I love that. Like, I really hope they start to do like those crazy video packages they do where like Uncle Howdy was interviewing Bo. I really want them to do that with the other ones because I want to know why the other ones came.
Right. Yeah.
Like I know why Joe Gacy came because he was abandoned by his flock.
Schism.
Yeah, because the dyad left obviously.
And Ava's general manager
now.
Yeah.
Nikki's been walking around backstage kind of like...
Right, just in
because all of her family is gone.
Yeah.
And Dexter, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the latest footage they showed them unmasked. Show get Joe Gacy as Huskus and stuff like that. I'm like, whoo.
Yeah.
Just when they start doing in-ring work, oh my God, it's going to be
it's going to be...
And they're attacking Gable, who has... hurt his family, abused his family.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Who else are they going to go after?
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a funny thing when Sonya came back with her and Shayna and Zoey, the new trio.
Yep.
They're doing an interview. In the background, Gable's talking to the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. I hinted that would be a perfect heel stable.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that it's Gable they're going after.
Yeah. Why are they doing that?
But then it makes sense.
It makes sense now.
He's
abandoned. He abused his family.
There you go.
You're paying for
gaslighting them. And
ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what if after? And I'm just throwing this out there, so don't pay me no mind. But what if after? Speaking of family, what if after this they look at the bloodline?
Yeah.
You want to talk? Yeah, family. Yeah, that's a family that's going.
But I feel
through it.
I feel like the Bloodline's got to take care of the Bloodline business.
I got you.
Which will be a long
I got you. I know.
Be a long time going.
But I feel like there's also like there are other people who maybe, well, like
Judgment Day, maybe.
That'll be a good one. We haven't talked about this yet.
Johnny Gargano.
Ooh.
Austin Theory.
Yeah.
They left Dexter.
So many ways.
Oh yeah.
So many. Was the last time
Indy and Candace.
The last time we saw Dexter was him helping Indy win the ladder match, right?
Well, he had that program with Miz and Gargano.
That was before.
It was after.
Was it after?
It was Gargano when Gargano came back.
Okay, but
returned. But yeah, that was almost a year ago. That was almost a year ago because they're all on SmackDown.
Yeah, no,
he's been abandoned by his family.
So there's so many ways you can go, but briefly before we wrap things up, we got to talk about your boy Dom.
Hey, my damn boy.
Come on, man. I need Dom with the mullet, the mustache.
Dom with the dirty Sanchez mustache.
As the youngins say, to quote my stepson.
Okay.
Dom got that Riz.
He got the Riz, yo. Come on, man. He got the Riz. He do. Dom got it. Say, hey, call it what you want, man. He got it.
He got
it.
And he got Rhea. Well, Liv's just single white femaling him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, but he having a good time.
Mommy's back.
Mommy back. She came back. She was mad.
Oh, she's pissed.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous for Dom. Dom, I'm nervous for you, bro.
Damien was like laughing. Monty's like,
yeah, I'm like,
consequences.
Look, we already got a ladder match for the custody of Dominic when he was a kid.
Yeah, oh my God.
We can do it again.
Come on, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Come on now.
But I do love, so somebody on, I think it was on Facebook, it could have been on TikTok, some social media, looked at, there was a time when Eddie and Chyna were together and like, Chyna was mad and walked her out the same way, and it, like put the clips, and it's very much similar.
Yeah.
Like father, like son.
Oh, jeez, man. Come on, why we gotta do this? Why we gotta do this, man? I'm tired of the rain disrespect, man. Come on.
Yeah, but Dom's in more than timeout.
You're right.
Let's put it that way.
Hey, look, man.
No tendies for Dom.
No tendies.
No tendies.
No chicken
for Dom.
tendies.
None.
That's all he eats at restaurants. It's chicken tenders.
I mean, I get it though. I get it because sometimes
I do too when I was 15.
You know, he's a simple guy. He's a simple guy. He just likes the nuggets, and he likes his mommy, and he likes maybe a little bit of Liv. Maybe a little bit.
What's so cool is like you see the storyline of Dom is basically the puppy dog on Rhea's lap.
Yep.
Liv's trying to be the new mommy dog or whatever it is.
No, she bumping him up.
Like outside Dom's married, Rhea's newly married.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
is Liv still dating Bo?
No.
Oh.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Don't they own a farm together?
I don't know. But anyway, but it's so cool how professional they could be with the characters.
Oh yeah.
And so I said, basically, Dom's Rhea's bitch, basically.
Yeah.
And the thing about Liv is that she's like letting Dom know, like, hey, like,
give him that confidence.
You could be the man.
Yeah. I like it.
Man, they're about to get it on in the ring and like, put some Marvin Gaye on right now.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you brought it up. If you're Dom, like just like you were saying, right? Does anything mommy asks? I'm here for mommy, but Liv's giving him that confidence.
Yeah.
So who would you choose? Take everything out. Like you're just, you know what I'm saying? Take out the knowledge. Because I'm saying erase all of that.
Oh man.
Erase all of that. Can
we take out how hot Rhea Ripley is?
Well, we know. Both of them are hot.
Okay, but like.
Oh fuck.
Rhea.
No, I know. But I'm just saying,
Liv, if you watch it, I'm sorry.
Based on the characteristics like you're implying, right?
Rhea knows what she does to people.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, those ass photos.
She know. But here's the thing.
Well, no, the pinning combination is what it is.
Yeah, that's.
But also like the photo that like she was on vacation with Buddy and he posted the photo and
it's
just his head on her ass and she's wearing a thong.
Yeah, just showing it off.
She knows what she's doing.
Showing it off. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Flaunt it.
So the question again, if we're Dom.
If you're Dom, erase all your wrestling knowledge, right? Just based off what you're saying. All right? Liv giving them confidence. Rhea, you do what I say because I'm mommy and mommy's always on top. I look hot. I'm amazing. You do what I tell you to do.
I would go with Liv just because like.
The confidence factor?
The confidence. Liv's the one who's like not treating him like she's treating him like an equal,
Say you?
I say Liv.
Say Liv?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Although both, I think both can get freaky in the.
Of course, we know, but that's just my question. It's like, yeah, we get it. We get it. Rhea's Rhea. We know what time it is when Rhea. We've been waiting for Mommy to come back, and she came back.
So, and basically we get Rhea and Liv at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So
when Judgment Day breaks up, I feel like the Terror Twins are going to stay together.
I got you.
Rhea and Damian. Damian.
No, I was going to ask. So, who do you got win? Like, if you're a booker, who wins and why?
Liv wins because Dom turns on Rhea and sides with Liv.
You read my mind.
You read
my mind.
He's been a factor in a few women's world title matches.
Yep.
Not by accident.
Man.
You know, he cost Becky the title.
Yep.
Give it to Liv, basically.
Yep.
So
you read my mind, because that's how I would book it. I would make it have Rhea have all the momentum. Everyone think, oh, she back. So she about to win it. Like,
say you book that.
Okay.
Would you book it as an accidental? Oh shit.
No.
Or intentional?
Intentional.
Okay.
100%
Intentional.
Look,
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
We're very close to breaking up the Judgment Day.
Yeah. Because things like what Damian says, like, the Judgment Day needs me more than I need them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
that
shit.
was already the seed right there.
I'm like, oh shit.
That was already
right
the
there.
seed.
So Dom maybe sides with Finn and
JD
because I feel like Finn and JD are cool with Liv. She got them the title match. They got the belts back.
Carlito been loving everything. He been like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Carlito just happy that he got a PS5 in the Judgment Day room.
They simple. They simple, man.
That one segment Liv's like stretching Dom's legs out.
And like
Dom
Damian's like get rid of Liv. It's not that hard.
Looks that hard. Carlito.
Carlito.
Like Carlito said that.
Yeah, Carlito, man. Oh,
why was he looking there anyways?
He's a cool dude.
He's cool.
We met him.
Oh, really?
At OSCW.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was cool.
We met Solo there too.
Way before.
It was like, so it was right before COVID.
Was it the Generation show or something like that?
It was the Generation show, which I think was in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we were, because it was after we got engaged, because you had like showed my hand to Pillman, was like, we got engaged since the last time we saw you.
That was like the third time I met Pillman Jr.
Nerd.
And then Harry Smith was there.
Awesome.
Bulldog son.
But like, so we talked with Solo. And we were like, oh, are you going to like go to WWE? And he's like, never say never. Just keep an eye, like probably sooner rather than later. But then COVID happened.
There you go.
So yeah, his debut got pushed back because of COVID.
Because they were on the hiring freeze.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then when we talked to Carlito, I asked him, because I like to know kind of the ins and outs. I said, how did the whole thing with you and Chris Masters being put together, how did that happen? Is it was just a random thing and everything?
Yeah.
He didn't have to share the details about it. He didn't have to, but he did.
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
Cool guy.
Heck yeah.
That's the thing.
Honestly, the majority of wrestlers that we've met were awesome, with the exception of fucking the Steiner brothers.
Oh,
yeah.
Go figure.
Go figure. Man, oh man.
It's just, man, if you treat him with respect, you'll get respect. You know?
Tony Storm and Juice Robinson were fucking cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we met them at WrestleCon in LA.
Yeah, because I was getting Tony to sign my thesis. And so Sean was just talking to Juice, and like he wasn't getting Juice's autograph or anything, but they were just chatting while Tony and I were talking, and it was just really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Didn't charge me.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
But because you didn't get a photo or an autograph.
No, did it too sweet with them.
There you go.
But yeah.
It's just amazing. It's like how just approachable they can be.
Right.
Any wrestler.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shout outs to them, man. And again, man, shout outs to y'all, man. Another amazing episode, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What more do you want, man? We're giving y'all everything, man. Sean and Melissa, you guys, like I said, man, undisputed, okay? Undisputed. All right.
Talk about SummerSlam after it happens.
Come on,
Come
now.
back on for that.
Come on now. We got to talk about, and there's a topic that I'm saving for when you guys come back on. That it's been brewing for a little bit, and I'm doing a little bit of research, so that way when y'all come back on, I really want to I want y'all like in depth knowledge when it comes to which I know y'all going to do it. That's why I'm taking my time. All right, I'm coming back to
Are
impress
you
y'all.
going to surprise us with this topic?
No. It's not a surprise. It's not, like if you obviously with y'all knowledge on the history of wrestling, the things that y'all will come to, the things that I bring, you guys probably be like, oh yeah, Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna blow y'all away. I'm thinking like, finally, this guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank y'all so much. And do y'all want to give your socials or?
I mean,
Sean doesn't use social media.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I should have been using Facebook to post my perler.
Oh no,
yeah, but
for sure.
your Facebook's locked down to only people that you're friends with.
Pretty much.
There we go.
But also remember 8-Bit Hero.
There we go.
Find the designs, and shout out to anybody who wants perler art. I can do some.
There we go.
Of wrestlers or even comic book characters. I've done a few. I've done X-Men. I've done Deadpool.
Yeah, it is.
Movies, 80s movies.
He's been having a lot of fun with these perler beads.
My goal is to hopefully be at local conventions next year selling this stuff.
Oh, it's
Fingers
going to happen.
crossed we'll be at Atomicon.
There we go. There we go.
You can find me on like Twitter, Instagram,
TikTok.
Well, I barely post on TikTok. I just
IG and Twitter.
People. It's Melissa Rave, MELYSSA.
That was going to be a wrestler name, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Melissa Rave was the character I created when I was a kid, and she hung out with the Hardys and Lita.
Come on.
Yeah, that was my character, and that just kind of stayed with me, so that's my socials.
There it is. Love it, love it.
So, yeah.
Awesome, man. And as always, thank you guys so much. And make sure you follow us at the Comic Section on all social media platforms. And of course, YouTube. Again, shout out to our video guy, Damar, doing an amazing job, and word's getting out more and more. So continue to tell a friend that we are on YouTube. You can see us now. You can talk about us now to our face. Because Lord
you can
knows,
talk about us now because you know what we look like.
No. Hey, look, man. I'm telling y'all right now, undisputed wrestling just enthusiasts, man. I put these two up against anybody. Okay, I don't care who it is. All right, title on the line.
If they want, anybody wants to battle some trivia, we'll kick their ass.
There we go. There
yes,
we go. Come on now. Come on, y'all don't want that smoke. All right, you don't want the smoke, but we'll bring it.
Okay, Montez Ford.
Shout out to Montez.
There you go.
But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and as always, man, we'll catch you guys on a brand new episode of the Comic Section Podcast next week. Peace.
You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.